You know, as I talked a little bit about my internet company that I started, I had a very clear exit strategy when I started that internet company. I was going to run that for no longer than 3 years. I was going to build a customer base, build revenues, sell out, had a great exit strategy with the intent to never work again in my life. And I ran that company for about 8 years. Well, if you kind of do the math here, you'll remember that I started that internet company and I ran it for 8 years because I actually launched it on the dot-com collapse. So those big valuations and the interest in even buying internet companies really went away. Big tech companies and organizations were already heavy loaded with a lot of debt that they had brought on and a lot of companies and organizations. So that exit strategy was nowhere in the wheelhouse. Well, I ran that company for about 8 years and I came to a decision point. It was going to require a huge amount of investment, cash and time, to really re-engineer that internet company to keep it relevant and to keep my lifestyle that I'd provided for myself going. And that was when I made the decision to transition to become a Griffin Hill coach. But again, if you run the math here, you'll notice that that was at the point of the next downturn of the next economic downturn. So my timing's impeccable here. And so really I made the decision to really just kind of turn the lights off of that internet company and walk away and really go start investing time and effort and energy and resources into building my consulting clients through the Griffin Hill System. Well, it was kind of funny because about month 6, I had a really funny conversation with my father-in-law that I'll never forget. He came to me and he said to me, "Daren, when you turned the lights off on that internet company and walked away, I thought you were crazy. You had some good income, you had a good business, and you turned the lights off and walked away. And the economy has been horrible, it's been tough for a lot of people, but it seems like to me you've done pretty good. How are you doing?" And this was about 6 months after I had started as a Griffin Hill coach, and I looked at him and I said, I'm doing really well, actually. I've done a great job to replace the income that I had built running my internet company and really have provided a new opportunity and a new financial freedom for myself. And he looked at me and he said, how did you do it? I mean, it's the downturn of the economy and you walked away and you've done pretty good for yourself. How did you do it? And I'll never forget my response to him either. I looked at him and I just kind of smiled and I said, I'm selling a sales system, and the crazy thing is I'm just using the system and it seems like it's working out pretty good for me. So within about the first 6 months, I was really able to establish a good financial security for me, again, in a downturn of an economic challenging time. And it really was able to take care of me by following the system really pretty quickly. With time, work, and effort and utilization of the system, I was able to match them with the basic needs pretty early into my coaching career.